What is up, everyone? And we are back. So I finally finished this video, and it's a car show. So it actually took place at Rosemont Stevenson Convention Center, same place. It actually took place on a Saturday of the same day as World of Wheels weekend. So, of course, World of Wheels is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but this one it took place on Saturday. So they're basically in the same umbrella of event. So the convention, or actually car show, is called TunerGalleria. So the feature of this car show is they would have more of like the JDMs, the souped up cars, the GTRs, the R8s, those Audis, the Ferraris, Lamborghinis, that kind of stuff, and people would custom make them, whether it's a paint job, body styling, or some performance stuff too, like engine performance. Okay, so and it's really nice, and it's actually packed on a Saturday because people tend to show up there a lot more likely, like a lot of it like the younger crowd, if anything. The first floor is World of Wheels. The second floor on a Saturday only is the sports cars and the Honda Civics that are souped up, the one with nice wraps, of all those cars. And usually they have like car teams and like the crew, and yeah, that's what pretty much it. And they have some models there too. So TunerGalleria, they supply their own models. It's a little bit different this time when it comes to the model side, because back then they used to have the full all day. They'll have a model that they'll walk around the show with model and pose with the cars throughout the rest of the day, right? This time around it's more like staggered, but it seems like there's a little bit more diverse side on things. So I think they bring in a vendor in there that supplies their own models, and maybe some people, because I noticed like certain photographers would bring their models, whether they're friend or they're hard, whatever it may be, but that's the model. Or sometimes the crew, they'll have their own models. So but yeah, no, it's pretty cool. But overall the show was actually packed. And so if you feel like you want to take a little breather from the second floor, because it's like that car show, I'd say, is more like shoulder to shoulder kind of thing. When you're walking around, you're like, like, oh, excuse me, that kind of stuff. And it's actually a little bit harder to take photos or videos of the car because you have such a smaller space to deal with. So if you want a little breather, to cool off a little bit, then you go to first floor where the World of Wheels is. That one, like I said on our previous video, it's more like chill. You just walk around there, and it's a lot more space, obviously. And if you ever want to eat lunch, I'd say go downstairs and eat lunch there or snack. I wouldn't really advise going to the second floor. At least that's my tip. But you can if you want to. I mean, they have refreshments and snacks that you can buy in the second floor too. But yeah, so if you buy a ticket from World of Wheels, you have access to TunerGalleria as well on the second floor. So which is nice. So that I think that two car shows, they collaborate every year. They always fall on on a Saturday. It's like I think World of Wheels kind of like sideshow, which is TunerGalleria. So, and people in that industry, TunerGalleria, the import tuner side, I know more people there. So because that's how I started my videography and photography before I went to the comic book and the anime convention. I'm more like, you could say I'm a veteran on that side. But yeah, so I know more people there, and it's really cool, and it's nice to catch up with older crowd. And I see like certain crews that, when I say crews, like crew, CREW, the car crew. I've seen how back then how they were big, and time has passed, they just enjoy the show. You have the newcomers. You'll see how they grow in popularity, that specific crew. So it's pretty cool. Like, you just see it and kind of be nostalgic and the previous, you know, famous crews back then, but they already made their mark. So it's kind of like time to pass on the trophy to the new crew people, you know, the younger crowd or maybe the new niche people, you know. So, but yeah, it was nice to catch up with some older, you know, crowd. Not older crowd, I meant like as in, you know, the OG people that I used to hang out with. So, but yeah, so the car show was really good, and it's kind of refreshing, and plus it's good to kind of start out this kind of video and photography as well for this year before we jump into the next, you know, conventions. Us and Tribe 3. That's what I meant when I say us, like me and Tribe 3, or sometimes me, Guys Graphics, and Tribe 3, you know. So but yeah, so we're, you know, looking forward for C2E2, Anime Central, whatever it may be, right? There's a lot more conventions out there. But yeah, so for this video, you'll see the after movie. As I previously discussed, we don't say CMV because that's cosplay music video. This is more like after movie of TunerGalleria. And yeah, shout out to those guys. You know, like to thank TunerGalleria as well. Their crew, they're amazing, letting us cover the stage and their show, you know, so which is nice. And but yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. And by the way, I use a gimbal this time around, not the broken gimbal, but I purchased a new one. It's called Feiyutech S Corp C, the first generation. It's cheap, you know, so plus it works really well with my Nikon Z5. So, but anyways, I don't want to hold you guys up too much and get right on the show, and hope to see you guys in the next one, and hope you enjoy it. All right, so if you haven't done so, please subscribe to this channel, like it, comment, you know, make some suggestion. Feedback is great. If you have any questions, you know, message me in comments, and I always respond. So, but yeah, up until next convention, guys. See ya.